All right, so I'm back to my bread making mode, and I thought I'd share this one with you guys. So right now we got a tablespoon of yeast, a tablespoon of sugar in here, and 250 grams of warm water, 110 to 115 degree range, but you know, I like 111, just saying. And using metric for baking is just more accurate. Remember, they say baking is the science after all. So while this yeast is waking up, aka blooming, let me tell you how we got here, which actually this process I find fascinating because I put the sugar and the yeast together, and basically once the yeast eats the sugar, it just floats to the top and you see that nice bloom on top, and you know your yeast is ready. But let me tell you how we got here. I've been on a mission to perfect my pizza dough, tweaking hydration, playing with fermentation, just dialing it in. And one day I ran out of regular flour and all I had was whole wheat. And of course I needed and wanted pizza that day. So the let's experiment came into play, and I used the same recipe I was using for regular and immediately realized whole wheat is different. It's thirstier, it needs more hydration, the texture shifts, aka the first one tastes like cardboard. The gluten behaves differently. So you know, I'm going to play with that whole wheat version again, make sure it works, and then I'm going to share that recipe and show y'all how to make it next. But let's get into this side quest that was born during the blizzard. I was bored and got the idea of, what if I add an egg into this dough, this whole wheat recipe? What happens? And that one question changed the direction of the dough. The egg added structure, a little richness, a little softness, and what started as pizza experimentation turned into this whole wheat loaf, which is what I'm going to show you how to make today. So this yeast needs to bloom. Once it's bloomed, I will show you what it looks like when it is bloomed. But right now is on the bottom, eating. The bloom process takes, give or take, for me, it's usually around 5-6 minutes, give or take. 222 on that timer. So I'm gonna let this do its thing and pick right back up when this is ready and roll into the next step. See how it's starting to slowly come up? This part I love. All right, our yeast is alive. There's a nice little foam over there. It's bloomed, it's ready to go. So what is gonna happen now is I'm gonna add it to my bowl, which in this bowl I already have 330 grams of whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of sea salt. I'm adding a tablespoon of olive oil into the liquid, which I'm gonna pour right into this bowl. And then I'm adding 1 room temperature egg. And the reason why it's room temperature, even if you're baking a cake, it's beneficial to use a room temperature egg. It emulsifies with the fats and just works way better than using an egg straight out of the fridge. So I have my handy dandy dough whisk. This is from when I was in my sourdough phase, which I need to get back into that. But we're mixing the dough. You could use a wooden spoon. I don't know why I have a cutting board set up. We're gonna get this out of the way. Because I'm gonna get in here with my hands. Probably take all these off too, because we're gonna get in there. Now what I'm gonna do is take it out of the bowl, and you're gonna need this. It's a little wet, so I'm gonna adjust the flour weight, because remember, this is now the second time I'm making this loaf. because I made it the first time and I made some adjustments and I thought it'd be right. So now we're playing with it some more. And now we got it. Always add the flour little by little, because when you add too much, there's no going back. Same thing with salt. Taste as you go. So now I'm just working this dough, kneading it to get the glutens going. And as I work it, it's a little bit more sticky and tacky. You don't want that. So we'll add a little bit more flour. All right, we're there. We're there. I'm gonna adjust the ratio so it's not 330 anymore. I'm gonna say 340. Now we got it. Not sticky. Nice and soft like baby's bottom. Baby booty. And since the kitchen is not that warm today, I have the oven preheated to like 200, so I'm turning it into a little proofing box. All right, that's good. I don't want to overwork it because whole wheat. Put a little bit of oil into this bowl. Remember, I'm the resident dishwasher here, so we're gonna use the same bowl. First, put it down like that. Get some oil on the top. Make it back into a nice little bowl. So, I'm gonna put a lid on it. I'm gonna put this into the oven, and I'm gonna check it around 1.5 hours, 2 hours max. Should be doubled in size, and then from there we'll work on the next step. So I'll be back, but this is gonna be one video. We're getting used to the long form. Bear with me here.